Well, hello, Onward. How are you? We'll let a few of you get on here, and of course, you'll be able to see this later. So let's see here. Making sure this is down so I can kind of watch your comments. So, hello, Britta. Hello, Angela. How are you? Karen. Karen Chris, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, guys, trying to get this to where I don't have to hold this phone at the same time. Otherwise, I can't see your comments because my computer just doesn't operate like that. Um, so yeah, sorry I didn't give you more warning. I'm in between working, of course, both my jobs here, trying to uh, work with all of our Avon reps, plus been out doing some Ubering. Yes, I will have another episode of the Avon Uber Lady coming soon. I have been so busy though, so it has not been happening. Mm. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Deborah. How you doing? Tina Robinson, I see you in here. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Let's see if we can't get 50 on here before we really start all this. Mary Jo, Tara, how are you? For those of you who are just getting on and you don't know me, maybe somebody invited you to this group. Maybe you heard about this group. Maybe you found it by searching. I am the admin of Onward No Matter What. Started this group a few years ago, hoping to rain down some knowledge and some experience on people who would like to know about Avon and how to mix it with life and business and my journey, celebrating that. Hello, Delana. How are you, dear? Norma, how are you? Hannah. And never in a million years did I look for a group this big. I thought it might be my friends and a few others. And obviously, I got lots of friends now. So welcome if you're new. The one thing that you're going to learn about me, and I don't do these as often because I've been so busy. 2019 is the year for me to trying to concentrate on some goals that I have and my family and things that are going on. So in that aspect, you don't see quite as much of me on live stream, but I do try to get on here every once in a while, especially if something crawls up my hind end, to let you know and understand that it doesn't mean you have to agree with me when I get on here talking about my take on things or my 2 cents, okay? But there's a few things that I've seen, and I haven't been on social media near as much as I normally am. But I just trying to figure out what's wrong with you people. That's the only thing I know what to say. What's wrong with you people? Hi, Liz. Hi, Kayla. How are you? And don't be offended when I say that, okay? Because everybody will tell you in this group who follows me, whether you're following me on Instagram or on my Onward with Molly page or maybe my personal page, Molly Stonebib. I'm just real. I just keep it real. Y'all never have to worry about when you meet me. I am no different when you meet me than what you see on here. It's just who I am. I like to think that's what people love and hate about me at the same time, but you'll never hear me. I know, Candace, right? Right? Are these not some of the best earrings? These have been some of my favorite. I remember when they had these around Halloween time. I just thought these were the absolute best. They're the chicest looking things. Dress them up, dress them down. And today, obviously, we are like, I don't know, wind chill. Lee told me it was like 9 degrees, 11 degrees, something. So you wonder why I'm going to North Carolina in October? This is why I'm working so hard. This is why I'm working 2 jobs again, because I need to leave this cold. I need to get the heck out of here. Hi, April Berry. Haven't seen you in a long time. Vanessa, hello. Penny. Wow, we got many more than 50 while I was running my mouth. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So again, I am the admin. I will pin this as an announcement once I get done. I have not put this in my team page because I feel like I haven't watched a lot of my team do this because obviously they talk to me a lot. So they pretty much know. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, and look, first of all, I'm not picking out any one person. I've seen so much. I cannot tell you who has even done this. I've just seen so much of it. I'm like, what is wrong with people? What are they smoking? Who even thought to do this is just beyond, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it. And if I'm wrong, it's all good. I might be wrong, but it's just my opinion. So I'm not going over. I don't want you to think this is an instructional thing for what was I looking at. We're going to do this. I'm going to do this, or whatever I make up, I will share on the YouTube with you all. This is not technically about the double dollars online. This is not. There is so much that we still don't know that Avon has said might be coming, but we don't know because we don't have anything in writing. If you're new, I want you to understand something with Avon. Sometimes there's a lot of announcements made. And when they're announced, I don't think Avon's always the best about giving out all the details. If you've been with Avon long enough, you know that. I don't think they mean to be that way. I think it's a class they take or something. They take a class, they say something, it gets everybody up in arms. What do they really mean? And most of the time what they mean, if we take it wrong, they don't even mean it the way they said it. It's just how it comes out or something, right? It's just how it happens. But I have learned, and it'll be 15 years for me in either April or March. I can't keep up these days. Not to get real upset when you first hear something. Just don't do it, because until you see it in writing, I don't give it much value. I just am always business as usual. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that person. Until you give me something that I can read, until you give me something, hey Tracy, hey Elizabeth, if I have not seen it in writing, you're not going to hear me talk about it with you, because if I don't have all the facts, I am one that, I know y'all think I'm a real ass. Y'all put something on Onward, and I'm like, I don't know that's true. I haven't seen it in writing. You all put a link on my group, and I'm like, number one, that's why I say no links. I don't want links on my group. If it's a link that has been approved and has gone through me, you're right. I'm a control freaking freak. You are. I am the biggest control freak you'll probably ever. But no offense, 18,000 people. You don't think I have to be controlling? This y'all would be like Avon reps going wild if I didn't control something, okay? Y'all act like you ain't got a brain cell. We don't need that. Some of you just want to run rampant, and you want to scream about everything you don't like, and you want to scream about what half is not true. And we're not going to do that in Onward, because that's not what we do in Onward. We don't do that. We talk about the truth. We talk about what's happening. Sometimes we talk about maybe how we wish things were different. But here's the deal. One person does it, and then 10,000 people want to come up and they want to dwell on it. You can't dwell off that you're honest to God, don't know what's really happening. You don't know how it's going to go down, okay? So what I want to know from all you people doing it, and it's all right, and by the way, my mama used to say, when I'd say, but mama, so-and-so is doing it. Mama, why can't I do that? Because Julie down the street is doing it, and Betty's doing it, and mama, why can't I do it? Or how about the excuse, well, she did it, that's why I did it. So mama would say to me, Molly, if so-and-so went and jumped off a bridge, are you going to jump off after her? And I would have to think, well, no, I don't think I would do that. She'd say, so think before you jump. Think before you follow. Think for yourself. Use that big brain of yours, as Lisa Wilbur would say, before you jump on some boat and you don't know where you're sailing, okay? So I'm trying to figure out what the big hype is, that suddenly everybody thinks we've just gone digital. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in Avon for 15 years, and I've been digital ever since I paid my $20 to join. I have always had an e-store site. There are posts going on out there that are saying, we're not ding dong anymore, we're click click. Dude, I have always been click click. I don't know about, I have always been click click, okay? And if you haven't been click click, that's on you. So if you're announcing your click click now because you never clicked, okay, and all you did was ding dong, press the doorbell, that's all good. But seriously, You're making it look like, when I look at that, to me, it looks like you make us look like we are so far behind the line, behind the times, behind everything than we've ever been. You make us look like we never graduated from 130 years ago when this whole thing started. Click, click, we've gone digital. I'm sorry, 30% of my sales right now are digital and have been for a while. I don't understand. I mean, and if you're that person saying that you have, but you're not, you're saying our company's gone that. Number one, we have not gone all click, click and nothing else. That is not what Avon announced. We do not know what the final outcome of this is. And as usual, y'all get like one little bit of information that we don't have it in writing, so we don't know what's true or not true. And you want to run off at the mouth talking about, we're click, click. And you know what? You get the other companies laughing at us. And I got to tell you something. I'm all for laughing at myself because I do it all the time. I'm the first one to make fun of me. I'm like, y'all, you know what I did? And I'm always doing that, okay? But seriously, we are not the company who never had the ability to click, click, and be digital. We have been a digital company as long as I can remember, at least as long as I can remember. And again, that's only 15 years. But I came into this with an e-store. A lot of you didn't. You've been in much longer than me. Maybe you weren't really using that side. Maybe because you don't feel like you had the training. Maybe because I don't know what it is, but I need y'all to know, just stop it. I mean, and then again, there were the people who all they did was just slap their website up there and like, shop at my store. I am a robot. I don't know how to talk about a product I like. I don't know how to make curiosity. I don't know. Well, you need to learn. You need to learn. I'm getting really tired of the stupid excuse. I'm just stupid. I don't know how. You didn't know how to multiply either. You didn't know how to add. You didn't know how to subtract. But you went to school and you learned. And what's really funny to me is even if you don't think that the classes at Avon U are that great, most of you wouldn't really know. You're just saying that you've never taken any of the training that's in there. Most of you who are complaining you don't know, you're not following the leaders out there who are sharing. You're not following the JPs. You're not following Scola. You're not following Teresa Paul. You're not following Lisa Wilbur. You're not even following me. You're just listening to me right now because I popped up in the live stream on the group and you're still trying to figure out who the hell I am. I know what that's all about. Somebody needs to tell me. No, business owner, listen up, business owner. We are not suddenly digital. We have been digital for a long time. And I'm not going to lie, I am offended that you would make us look like we have been behind the times forever. We are not that company. I get that there's a lot of things our company needed to fix. I get that there are a lot of things that we needed to be easier for us, and they are still working on it, okay? But when I can scroll through my feed on Facebook and I am seeing 189 people talk about, oh, and I don't know who thought about that. Maybe it was somebody in Avon. Maybe it was corporate. Maybe it was a rep who thought about it. I'm not worried about who came up with it and decided to do it. What I'm worried about is all the people who are following that, and you're like, what the heck? What, you're like, oh yeah, we are click, click now. Where have you been? So stop it. Just stop it. Just, if you decide that you're going to share it more, or you're like, man, I really want to be in the know about everything, okay? Just stop it. Avon has never once said they're taking the brochures away from you. So look here. Look, I'm 55, so don't be acting like, I ain't old and everything. Of course, I'm that firm believer. I tell everybody how old I am. You are only as old as you feel. You are only as old as you let your mind go. And just because you are getting older does not mean that you can't learn things. It does not mean that you cannot think for yourself. It does not mean that you are uneducated. It means that you are choosing to be that way. Whether it's in life or whether it's in business, you are choosing, people. Stop it. We talk about women and how we want people to take women seriously, that you want to take your Avon business seriously. And I'm like, how in the world do you get out of bed unoccupied? Okay, I just want to know, how do you do that? You have this thing that you just stop being that follower. Look, let me tell you something. I don't need people following me I'm doing it because Molly's doing it. That is not a good enough reason to do anything. Again, if Molly was jumping off a bridge, are you just going to follow me off that? By the way, we had 2 jumpers, sadly, off our bridge here over in Solomon's Island. Different subject, but serious as a heart attack. 2 people. One guy in the morning, another young lady. I was stuck over there Ubering on the other side of the bridge, couldn't get back over to get home because some 18-year-old girl who she's believed that somebody's told her that life is over if she loses a boyfriend, or life is over because somebody's bullied her, or life is over because of something, and she jumped in the water. And this, I tell you, I have been through a lot of stuff in my bad time. I have suffered from depression. I have lost my mom at the age of 16. My family is so completely dysfunctional. I don't know how to function myself sometimes, but this is for sure. I'm still breathing, and I ain't following anybody off a bridge. So if you're following me just because I said it, you need to stop. Just stop following me. Leave my group, whatever it is. That is not what this is about. This is not, yes, it's about following the insight of the right people, of the direction that you want to go. It doesn't mean that those people that we don't get it wrong. We do. But you are not making you or your company look good by saying, oh, click, click, we suddenly gone digital. Okay, no, that's a lie. Whoever came up with that is a lie. Lucky enough, we are a company that is not only digital, we are a company that also can service anybody you want to. If you're the person who wants to hand a brochure out once a campaign, guess what? They have not taken that ability away from us. And personally, I don't see them doing that. They realize how many of us meet people, boom, 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 in our everyday life. And I do every day doing the Ubering, okay? I'm consistently getting customers. And guess what I do? I turn them on to my online store. So we have been clickers a long time, okay? So quit acting like we haven't clicked before. So that irritates the crap out of me, okay? So, and by the way, there's still going to be, you know why I am going to do it? I'm going to do it because Molly Stone Bibbs said not to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm going to be a rebel. Well, you go right ahead. But you know what? All you do is you take the power away from our company when you do that. When you act like we are so severely behind the times like that, you are taking the power away from our company. And I got news for you. We're supposed to be the company that's about empowering women and a few good men. That's what we do. That is what we do. We are supposed to be the tribe, but you do not make us look like we just suddenly crawled out of a hole somewhere. That's ridiculous. Stop that. Just knock that off. I see some of you are like, I really did not miss her. What's she doing right now? I did not miss her. I did not miss her one little bit. That's okay, because you can just click off and don't listen to me. It's okay. This is only for the people who want to listen. So that, hey, if they all want to quit because of the new policies from more PC, that's right, Melissa, you said it. So all I'm saying is, yes, Britta, I remember when we had to pay for our website too. And let me bring that up because some people don't know. Britta, thank you. Great point. Do you know that when I first started for Avon, we had to pay $7.50 a campaign for our e-store site? That's what we paid, a campaign. Can I be clear with you? Do you know that most companies, other companies, that their website, do you know the companies that the representatives pay for their sites? Well, imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, and then Avon long ago said, no, we're not going to make you pay for this anymore. No, we're not going to do this. We believe this is good. We want to invest in you. We want to do this. So the thing is, we are the company that says we're going to do everything we can to try to help you. Now, look, you know I'm the first to say Avon does not always get it right. They do. But no offense, do you ever get it right? And yes, I do get frustrated with our company. I do. I get frustrated with the reps sometimes. I get frustrated with Corp sometimes. I just wish everybody would put their head together and come up with the best solutions. It doesn't always happen that way. When a marriage goes bad, why? It may not be because you don't want it to get better. With my first marriage, I really wanted it to get better, but I did not get cooperation from the other side. Well, if you think that corporate doesn't listen, it doesn't make us look any better, in my opinion, when you're going, click, click, we're digital. And I'm like, they gonna think you stupid because you putting stuff on that don't make no sense, okay? We have always been digital, people, okay? I just need you to get it off your head. We still got brochures. I don't know about you. I just ordered some today. I didn't have nobody tell me I couldn't get my brochures. I didn't have nobody say I couldn't use campaign mailer. I didn't have nobody say this stuff. So quit acting like it's World War III and the bomb has just been dropped. Stop it. That's not what's happened. Okay, we're going to move on. So, okay. How many of you don't like me who have never seen me before? Look, I'm very real. I'm very to the point. I'm very raw sometimes. I absolutely get it. But the one thing that you will know about me is I will never go back on what I tell you. And if I've said something that I shouldn't have said, you will always get an apology from me. But I do not apologize for this. I'm completely on the mark with this one. Don't care what anybody says. So don't send me your nasty private messages, because I'm just going to throw your tail out of my group and I don't have to talk to you anyway, so it don't matter. Okay, April Berry, I love you too, baby. Okay, so let's talk about the same thing. I am going to have some people not be happy with me on this, okay? Again, cry me a river, okay? All the people who are not happy with me, my family not happy with me, you know, my people ain't happy with me, you know, the Uber people are happy with me, and my customers with Avon love me, and that's all I care about. So we're going to talk about the buy-sell groups real quick, okay? Let's do this. Buy-sell groups. Y'all know what I'm talking about. One used to be called the Avon outlet, this and that. And look. First of all, let me put this little thing here. Buy-sell groups are never supposed to be for representatives to go in and buy a bunch of stock and then go in there and sell it to other representatives. Okay? Originally, when the outlet group came up, it was supposed to be about things that people wanted in the outlet that maybe Avon were not carrying in the main brochure anymore. That's what it was supposed to be, okay? Suddenly, we got 50 million people who are opening up, quote, quote, buy-sell groups. Oh, you can't get it in the book? Oh, Avon's out of it? Here, come buy it from me. I don't know why I have 28 of them in stock, but you can buy it from me. Oh, we just came out with that and it's in the demo. And oh, no worries. I got 15 of them. So a buy-sell group is supposed to be that when Avon removes something, it's no longer in stock. Maybe it's an old book that somebody has picked up, and there was a seasonal home or fashion item that maybe they wanted, something like that. And if they did, that just maybe, because you're trying to make a great impression on this new customer, just maybe you can get this somewhere else. Or maybe it's something that you want personally. Or maybe it's something that Avon isn't carrying anymore. Now, in my opinion, if Avon's not carrying it anymore, and seldom do they do that without bringing in a better replacement for it, then normally what would happen is the smart business person would figure out what that product was, and they would say, oh, we did, but let me tell you, we have something better, baby. And I want you to, look, you know, if you're not happy with it, you can always return it, but you really need to try this new product we have. Because the whole idea is not to keep them juiced up and trying to keep finding the product that is no longer going to be available. The deal is you want to turn them on to what we have that's even better, or that can give them better results, whatever it may be, so that you can continue to get the sales as a business person and give them a product they can continue to be happy with. That is what it's supposed to be. But instead, this is what we've got. We have got a bunch of falutin representatives out there who are trying to earn trips, who are trying to earn new levels. And they know that there are representatives out there who are so lost at Christmas time trying to make the orders work for their customers and trying to fill these orders. Because let me call it in a nutshell, Avon did a lousy job with stock, period. It's just how it is in fourth quarter. They did not do a good job with stock. I don't know if they've owned it yet, but they did not. But we had to deal with it, and we did. But whatever stock we had obviously went somewhere. And where it went is to representatives who are obviously trying to make something on personal sales, get Pinnacle Awards so they could go to Maui, whatever it may be. And then they're hoping that we as representatives are desperate enough to go into these buy-sell groups and buy these products we need. And I need to know something. So you're buying these products, even if you're buying it at rep price, you're still paying postage for it to be sent to you. Above all, you're not getting the award sales for those products. So tell me how it helps you further your business. Oh, but Molly, I'm taking care of a customer. You're taking care of a customer while being held hostage by a representative. And that is exactly what it is. You want that product so bad that you are being held hostage by another representative who has no business having 15, 10, 12, 8, whatever it may be, of a certain product because they have bought stuff that they obviously had not sold, because had they sold it, it wouldn't even be available for you to buy from them. Have you ever thought about that? And they know that Avon's going to have limited stock because it is probably a seasonal product. And they know that you're going to want it so bad that suddenly you don't care. You don't care about not getting this award sales for it. You don't care about the fact that you're going to end up paying more for that product that you even should by the time postage and everything else happens. I am telling you that the reason these people are still in business is because you are still buying from them. That is why these groups do not go anywhere, because you are still selling. You're still buying from these people. You want to shut them down? And look, hold on. There's a couple of good groups out there that, although I got to tell you something. I bought from a couple of people this year because I had a fundraiser going and I needed things like the snowman, the driveway snowman, whatever it may be, a couple of pair of penguin slippers. But let me tell you something. I went to representatives that I knew, one, I could trust with the price. Two, were working to try to help me because their deal was they were helping me fill the fundraiser because I had a school. I did not want to. But I told my fundraiser, if this happens again and I have to do this, you're just going to have to pick something else, because I am not sending one of you conniving, selfish representatives who are doing this. I am not sending you to Maui. I am not sending your tail to Jamaica. I am not sending you to Mexico. I am not sending you to anything else. It will not be because of me. It will not be because of my team. It will be because some other naive representative who has not heard my message today. It is going to be because they don't know any better, because nobody has shared this video with them. It is going to be because it has not been shared with somebody's team. I wish that groups were shut down. I don't think, honestly, there is a place for any of these groups. I think if you cannot get it from Avon, I think, oh well, because I think if we don't have the product anymore, I think that as a business person, you should be trying to figure out what we have that we can get to work. I don't understand why you're still trying to sell a perfume that once you can't find anymore, you're not turning them on to another perfume. Why are you still trying to sell them something that has Derek Jeter's name on it somewhere? Why are you trying to sell them any of this stuff that has Sophia or whoever it is that Avon was doing, John Bon Jovi? The crap is probably fermented by then. It's not even going to smell the same. And you're still trying to go and buy stuff like that? What's wrong with you people? I just want to know, why are you furthering the activities of people? I want to say congratulations for not earning Maui yourself, for not earning Jamaica yourself, and sending some random person that you've just paid too much money for a product for, in the name of making your customer happy, and you're sending these people on a trip because there are 30 people who want to do it. I just want to know, what in the world? What in the world? Now, and again, not everybody's like that. So for the couple of you who are going to private message me and go, Lamani, I thought you were okay with my group. It's okay. Look, if I'm okay with you, you know I'm okay with you. But this is what I don't like, that I may be okay with the owner and the admin of a group because I don't see them doing something, but you're allowing people to come into your group, buy, sell, however it is, and it is absolutely against everything that we should stand for as a representative. I really do, because what you're doing is no different than what they're doing on eBay and Amazon. You're just doing it in a private group. That's what you're doing. I just, what do Crystal, I have no clue what LABCs do with their extra stuff. Maybe we could probably ask Elizabeth about that. LABCs are not the problem, baby. They're selling at such high amounts anyways. Let me tell you something. They're going to get it just for the order. I don't think LABC owners, from Emily Seeger and anybody else, they ain't got no time owning a store to be putting stuff out there on eBay or buy or sell groups. Not if they're legitimate LABCs, they don't. I'm sorry. I know the legitimate LABCs. I don't see JP out there selling his stuff on AB or having, I got an overstock thing on this, blah, blah, blah. Look, I've been the first one. I've contacted JP before because he's one of the ones that I absolutely trust. That if there's something that I want, shoot, when they had the Mark hair products and everything, I was such an avid lover of the Mark hair products. And I thought, it's personal. I'm not selling it, but I'm like, oh, if JP has this, let me see, because, oh my gosh, I need this. And you know what? If he has it, again, there are exceptions to every rule, okay? That's what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you that if it's something you want for yourself. Look, in the end, y'all, you can do whatever you want to. I am not the rule maker here, but I am the one who is going to shout it from the mountaintop because I'm big enough and I have a big enough mouth to do it, and I've got pretty big shoulders, and I don't care what you think of me. That I personally think that it's not the people doing this that are the problem. The problem is we have too many great reps who are buying from these people. You need to get the message out. Stop it. Just stop it. It is, I hate it. You know what's really bad is when I'm up there looking at people who have earned Pinnacle Awards, and when the name comes up, I go, dang, where did I see that name a lot before? And if I go into some of these buy-sell freaking groups that somebody shoved me in, and I know most of you will probably take me out of them now, feel freaking free. Hurt my feelings. Remove me. Somebody keeps putting me back in that crap. You know if I'm in your group and I wanted to be in that group. You know what I think of you. But I got to tell you something. There's a lot of you think you're sneaky. You think you're getting away with it. Can I say something straight from the Bible, whether you believe it or not? My Bible says, be sure your sin will find you out. That doesn't mean today. That doesn't mean tomorrow. But it better be. Don't ever be stupid enough to get relaxed in your unethical activity, okay? Because when my friends at corporate figure out your game and they nail you to the wall, you ain't never coming back. You hear me? You ain't never coming back. Because, yeah, you're right. I am the person who's going to tell them. I see a Pinnacle Award somewhere in this country. Where have I seen that person? Oh, wow, this is for sales. And I go back through the group, and there's that person's name. And I'm like, you've got to freaking be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. We have got product hoarders who hoard the products, and what the heck happens then? Then they think that you're going to be desperate enough. You know what? We are strong, empowered women. And if you're not, you need to make that a goal to be one. And you need to say, I am going to educate myself enough to find a product for my customer that is close to that, turn them on to another home and fashion product, and stop supporting these people who are robbing you of sales, robbing you from President's Club, robbing you from roast, robbing you from being the success that you can be. You need to stop it. Yeah. So, yeah, my love button is not working fast enough. I hear you, Patricia. Yeah. Yeah. So I just need you. And look, if you're new and you didn't know about these groups, don't worry about them. You don't need them. Remember, you came in this to make money. You came in this maybe to make friendships. Those people are not your friends who are out there just trying to sell to representatives. And by the way, I know some of them are ex-district sales managers who have become representatives. That's right. I'm calling you out too, because you are no better. You knew better because as a district sales manager, you knew you weren't supposed to do that stuff. You knew you were supposed to be nailing people to the walls when they were doing that stuff. And then what? You come in and you decide to be a district sales manager, and now you're in these groups doing the same thing. Shame on you. Shame on you, because you were a corporate employee first and you used to enforce these rules, and now you're out there doing it. You're useless. You're useless. And no wonder they got rid of you. That's all I'm going to say. No wonder they got rid of you. And then we've got, and by the way, not all district sales managers who have turned rep, the great ones out there. One of them's on my team, okay? Okay? This is not all of them, but I'm really, really tired of you people who think that you're getting away with this. And yes, it did crush me, because I never thought I would see a district sales manager do that. I went to you. I used you for help with my team. Are you kidding me? You were supposed to be somebody who sets an example, and if you've then turned representative, you should be setting an example for those coming into this company. That's what you should do. But a lot of you are not. So shame on you. Shame on you. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to happen. They're going to find out. They got some great people working in this side of the business on the Avon corporate side. They're going to figure out who you are. And they're going to take you down. And I'm going to be like, yay, another one bites the dust. Yeah, but it starts with us. I know you didn't want to hear me sing, I get it. But I'm just going to tell you, it starts with us. It starts with us as the buyer, because sellers cannot sell unless we are there buying from them. Just saying. Just saying. Crystal, I knew you weren't hating, baby. That's not what I thought one little bit. I just, I got to thinking about it. I don't know. But I have to tell you, they probably have a clearance rack too. Think about it, Crystal. If you think about it, like, look, when I have stuff here and it's no longer, Avon doesn't carry it anymore, I carry my basket around to my customers and I discount it. I discount it to my customers, and they're able to pick from my basket or whatever I have, or I'll use those things as free gifts. And I'm very, very honest. This is a discontinued item just because they got something better or it was seasonal, but I use that to reward my customers. I use it sometimes to reward my team, to say, this could be something you just give to somebody, whatever it may be. I give, a lot of the stuff I'll just give to family gifts, So yeah, so this is, get the popcorn and stay out of the drama. Isn't that the truth? There's always a way to work the system. I could earn. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You could. And if you can put your head on your pillow at night as you're working the system, you feel free. It exhausts me. For the people who are trying to do that, you go ahead. But again, if you are having to work the system to earn your trip, if you are having to work the system to get your title, you're not truly an Avon rep. You are nothing about what this company stands for. You are absolutely what we try to get out of our tribe. Our tribe is about supporting other women and a few good men. It is about encouraging them to do the right thing. It is about showing them how they can take those rules and make those rules work for them. It is about being the best you that you can absolutely be at all times, whether life and business. And if you're constantly worried about how to work the system, you definitely ain't in my circle. So you're right, babe. They can do that. But what I'm going to tell you is that takes a whole lot of effort and a whole lot of work. And I've seen people who were doing it for years that, by the way, I used to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe how I can't even imagine selling that much. Wow, they're awesome. Look at them. Oh, one day I want to stand on the stage with them. Oh, one day I want to be like them. And then all of a sudden they're gone. Poof. Just like my poof wand. Poof, they're gone. And then I find out that they're gone because they were working the system. They're gone because they were fraudulent. They were gone because they were breaking the rules. They're gone because they got too comfortable. They're gone because they didn't think they could get caught. That's why they're gone. And it does happen, and it may take time. So you know what? It is what it is. It is, Kathy, good. I'm glad that you like that idea. I guess I should have shared it before. I do that all the time. So in essence, I'm not sure how much you really missed me, okay? Because when I have to take time from my schedule and what I was just doing in order to address things like this, I feel like, wow, it takes a lot right now because I'm on my game. I am working hard. I'm working. Lee and I added up last night, I believe, when I was laying there. I was exhausted last night, and I thought it was going to be an easy day today, but that didn't work out. And it ended up, I worked 78 hours this week. And when I say work, I don't mean just sitting in front of my computer. I have worked and worked and worked and worked. Lisa Monison makes a great point just seeing this. Hold on. Anyways, I am working hard on my goals. Let me finish that thought. So you don't see me as much. I'm not doing the scheduled Friday night live feeds. You're going to see more of me, guys. It's just, I just got a lot going on. A lot of you know what's going on with me. A lot of you don't. It's okay if you don't. But Lisa Monison says on here, we're looking for old skincare. Can I be clear here? When somebody comes to you and they want a skincare product or makeup, foundation, something that could be aged, just because it hasn't been opened doesn't mean that it is what it was when it was supposed to be. Do you know that all our skincare that has SPFs in it have an expiration date on it? Do you know that? Do you know that foundations, whether old or new, do you know that stores have to, if they haven't been sold by a certain amount of time, they take them off the racks? Yes, it's a loss. You've got people, if they have no conscience about charging you more for it, whatever it may be, that you are selling these products, you think you're taking care of your customer because in the name of them wanting the same product, you are getting this for them and you have no idea, no freaking idea what you could be doing to damage their delicate skin. Serious as a heart attack. Think about what you're going after too. I'm seeing one thing on my computer. I don't know what this is. Okay, yeah, I see some haters on here. It's okay. Hey guys, I didn't ask you to watch me. It's okay. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I'm not hurt. I'm not offended. You probably don't care if I'm hurt or offended. It's okay. What I do want you to know is as soon as I get off of here, I do want you to know that you will no longer see Onward. I want you to know that you will be like a poof, and to you, Onward will not exist, because that is a new thing that I've got going on too. I used to say just have your own opinion. You're allowed to have your own opinion. You forget one thing. You're in my group. You're in my TP. I did not ask you to be in this TP. I am not one of those people who throws you into my group. I am not one of those people who says, please, please, please come join my group. No. Because if you think this is easy, managing a group of menopausal, emotional, socially awkward, whatever it is that you feel like your greatest weakness is, if you think this is great managing this and Onward, you're out of your freaking mind. I didn't know what I was signing up for. But one thing's for sure, if you're bold enough behind your bully keyboard to talk about how you disagree with this, which I'm trying to figure out, why would you disagree with it? Because there isn't anything that I have said that is not right on the money about this. And if you're taking offense to anything I've said, what I would tell you is, what are you doing that you are taking offense for? Believe me, I didn't say there weren't some good people out there trying to help representatives. This is what I'm telling you. There is more bad than there is good. Know who your good people are. And I don't mean good groups, because I'm sorry to all the groups out there. All the groups have got some people in their groups that are not absolutely ethical with everything they're doing. But there are certain people that, yeah, if I have to, I will be. But this is my tribe. This is my TP. And I have allowed you to come into it. Maybe somebody invited you and asked you, but you were sent the invite, whatever it may be. You can go and click yourself out of here and you can exit. And I want you to know it's okay. If you watch the video at the top of the page, I am absolutely explicit about the fact that I am not everybody's cup of tea. You may not even like tea, and it's okay. I don't like liver and onions, and I certainly am not going to sit down and eat it just because you like it, okay? So that's all right too. But you're not going to sit here and you're not going to go against what I know is true, because most of the people, I would reckon to say at least 90% of the people in here who have witnessed anything I've done in the, 5 years maybe that I've had this group up and running, they absolutely will tell you that all of them at one time or other have been pissed off at me because they haven't liked my attitude about something or haven't liked my take on it, but they respect the fact that when they hear it from me, they know that I feel like I'm passionate enough about it to talk about that, and that I'm going to tell you the real deal. I'm going to tell you when you're acting like a baby. I'm going to tell you when you're a whiner. I'm going to tell you when you're acting like you're not real smart. You're not real smart by your actions, but you're probably smarter than you see. And yet, let me clarify this again. I just got a private message. I said something earlier. I didn't read it all so that you know, for the person, I'm not going to call you out, person who just private messaged me. I need you all to be clear of something. I made a statement earlier about, and it was directly, I can only think of 4 ex-employees of Avon, DSMs. District sales managers, for those of you who never had one, because it was when you came into this world, it wasn't there. The majority of them are the best people you'll ever meet. Even if they weren't fabulous at their job, most of them are great. I need you to know that it is a few, and the ones who honestly have been brave enough to come into this business and actually try to make it work, and I mean make it work, build their clientele, build teams, whatever it may be, they're out there hustling every day like every other Avon representative who's trying to do something. The majority of them who chose that, and not a lot of them chose to do that. So let's be clear. A lot of them have not chose to do that but the ones who did, they're the winners, because they're the ones who are like, oh, I saw the reps. I know this isn't easy. And they're figuring out now it's not nearly as easy as they may have thought it was, right? Okay. But the majority of them were very stand-up individuals. I'm surprised by a few of them who have done this, who are doing this on different pages that they're selling on. So again, just like, let me be clear about the reps. The ones that are doing this, do you realize that like 90% of who we have in the Avon world, do you realize how great we are? Whether you were a DSM and you're just not anymore, or you're a representative, most of us are doing this right, okay? Most of us are not caught up in this, okay? Most of us are building our business every day our way, dealing with the ethical stuff, doing what we need to do, trying to make this work every single day. But sadly, it only takes a few people who do some bad things to give the whole company a bad name. And I am all for stopping that. So for the ones of you that you know, I love you to the moon and back, you know, you may even know who I'm talking about. You may not, and that's okay. But I need you all to know that was not an attack on corporate, because let me be clear. Those people are people too. And the ones who were the closest to me, who whether they were employees or the reps, there are so many DSMs and other corporate employees. God, the friendships that I have developed from people in this business, and whether it be representatives or on the corporate side, I am a people person. You may not think so watching this, okay, but I swear to you, I am a people person. But I love honesty, and I love people who are upfront with me, and I love people who are open to listening, and I have built some of the best friendships, best business relationships. My mama complex is showing every single freaking day that you all have made me a better person. Every single day. Some of you have taught me what I want to be. Some of you have helped me become who I am. Some of you have told me what I don't want to do. Okay, it happens. Everybody got those people in your life. And some people have just brought joy and goodness into my life. And that's what keeps me doing this during the bad times. And this what keeps me being so honest. Okay? But when you do something that is so blatantly bad and it's so disappointing, yeah. Okay, one more thing I'm going to recognize, okay? And if you haven't been to my Onward with Molly page, you need to, or go to Lisa Scola's page. Lisa Scola posted something, all this thing. Look, I love Avon, the company, for women and a few good men, because you know what? When they hear enough on something, you know what? They come out and they recognize and they say what they feel like they need to say, okay? And this whole thing with dimples are meant for your cheeks, not for your thighs. Hashtag naked, yeah. People just need to quit being so sensitive, okay? You can have your opinion. You saw that I put that on there, and then I stopped the comments because y'all's getting on my nerves, so you know it is. There is nothing that Avon would ever do to try to offend anybody when we are the company for women and a few good men. I thought it was cute. I thought it was witty. I thought it was a great attention giver. But you need to go to Scola's personal wall, I think. I don't think. It may have been on her page. I don't know. But you need to go to Scola's there. Or I thought it was so good, I just shared it. And she wrote, you know, thank you to the biatch, you know, who made this big deal. Apparently it was a big star or something who said something that we were trying to body shame women or whatever. And I'm like, serious as a heart attack, believe me. I have been body shamed in this big 6-foot body, okay? I absolutely know what body shaming is. I have lived it. I have been subject to it. I probably still am. It's just that I'm such a big girl. Ain't nobody going to say nothing to my face because they're afraid I'm going to knock the hell out of them. So I know where that comes from, okay? It's all good. But the point is, I have lived that, and so many more of you, and I know what that is. But Avon come out with something that gonna help me get rid of a little cellulite. That I can be okay with it. It's there, okay? I can be okay with it. But now I'm an Avon rep, and I can get a discount on it. And I'm gonna rub that. I'm gonna take a bath in it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a bath in it. I'm gonna tell everybody they need to take a bath in it. I think it's the most awesome stuff out there whatsoever. But now we have so much talk about it, that so many more people are seeing it. So thank you to that star who decided to talk about what we did, because all you've done is given us hype for a product, and now we're going to sell even more of it. And for those of you who were offended, look, I'm not taking away from you. If you've been through some stuff in your life that for some reason you're overly sensitive about your cellulite, it's okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. I never really knew it was called dimples, but it's okay. Maybe it's because I don't really have dimples on my face, so I don't know what it is. All I'm saying is my husband ain't got no problem with the dimples on my thighs or my ass, okay? And he's the only one that I worry about. If he tell me I need to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this for me. I don't know why we're talking about this in this manner, because y'all didn't need to know that. But in the story is, take what's just happened and roll with it. Don't sit there and defend it, as Lisa Scola said. Do not. Take it and say, I get it, whatever you want to say. But hey, I got some if you want to try this stuff. I just think that I absolutely I just think that I love our company. So, okay, hey, we're sorry this happened, blah, blah, blah. But we're hoping this is going to help us save a whole lot of product now, because one person drummed up, and this person is so known for drama. So known for drama. I mean, just everything she tweets, everything she Instagrams, everything she does is drama. It is what it is. Yeah, it just wasn't like, it was just so crazy. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. Don't get caught up in the stupid stuff. Just don't. Just don't. Take that kind of stuff. And look, guys, don't get overly hyped about what you hear. Think about what you do before you do it. I think one of the, yes, Carrie, Chris, yes, exactly. We gonna roll around it. Karen, don't you have like one of those like big old hot tubs that I could just come down to your house and we could jump in it together and get undimpled together? You and me, girl, we could do that. That's what I'm saying. Just because you see somebody else post something, whether it's, oh, we've gone digital, click, click. doesn't mean that you have to follow it. And before you do follow it, and there are a lot of great ideas out there, maybe think about what you're posting. Think about, is what you're posting really actually true? Not just that it looks good, not just that everybody is doing it. How does it apply to you? When you're saying, well, what if you are somebody like me and 30 to 35% of your sales are online sales already? Then you didn't just suddenly go digital. Maybe that they've given us more to go digital about. We're all going to have customers. We've been in this business a long time. We have people of all ages. The world of digital is absolutely where our younger generation is. And here's the truth. If you want your business to survive after those of us who hit our 80s and 90s are long gone, and as you're building your empires, if you want your business to survive in this day and age, you do need to come into the digital world. You do need to start clicking instead of just ding dong. You know, I'm no offense, it's not even safe in my area to go ding dong. And y'all know I like tall brochures. I love our brochures. I hope they never get rid of them. I can't tell you if that's going to happen or not happen. I can tell you it's not going to happen right now. But I'm going to tell you this. I love the fact that we have incentives that should incentivize. I cannot say that word. Incentivize. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Lee makes fun of me with this word all the time. They're giving us incentives for double dollars. We're going to go all over. We're going to go over that in the very, very near future. It does make less work for us. It is smart. It does make sense. But it also takes time. You don't just go, okay, I'm going to be all digital and you're going to be all digital. That doesn't happen. But digital should always be a part of your plan. You all have seen that the labels that I give out, that's what I give out. My e-store. I feel comfortable then that I can give it out anywhere. I tell people they can shop with the Welcome 10 code and they can save 10%. Right now, today, I think we have the $25 order or more free shipping. There is so much more available in the digital world to your customers than what is available without us giving up some of our commission than is face-to-face. You all know that. But there isn't anything wrong with face-to-face, guys. My customers who do see me love to see me. They love to text with me. They love to chat with me. They love getting my shuffle card once every 2 weeks to say, hey, it's time to order again. They love to email me. Some of them, unless they have a question, I never hear from them, and all they do is they keep ordering online. And I'm always saying thank you, and I'm always sending them gifts. There is a way to have the best of both worlds, but there's nobody out there who's not going to tell me that if you have the opportunity to sit home more and work your business more digitally, that you would not do it. I think that's what Scott Kramer and the Multi-Brains have been trying to help us with, trying to help us shift how we can do this, what we need to talk about, what we need to do as far as bringing people to our pages, how we need to include life. I mean, look, can we be real? If you have liked or you're following or whatever my Onward with Molly page, you all know that you never know what you're getting with me on that page. You could be getting something I cooked. You could be getting something I think is funny. You could be getting my latest product that I absolutely love. You could be getting a product that I have bought somewhere else that I absolutely love, because when I love something, I'm telling the world I love it, whether it's Blue Apron, or whether it's a piece of clothing I've gotten somewhere, or rather it's great reading glasses because my ass is getting old and I just got it. Yeah, well, I like these. They're colored, whatever. Or rather it's the Avon earrings or a sweatshirt, or my hairdresser who does something great with my hair. My world is so rounded that my page is about sharing inspiration and stuff and funny, and some stuff will make you cry, and some stuff will make you laugh. And I share other people's stuff, like I shared Scola's stuff today. You just got to find your groove, and it doesn't come all at once. We're an impatient world, and we need to learn to get more patient. We need to learn to be willing to learn. You can do this. You can do this. You can have the best of both worlds. Maybe you've been afraid to jump in. Maybe you feel like you've given it time and it hasn't happened. I'm still learning. I'm 15 years in and I still learn every single day. And I still share with you all the time. That's what I do. Okay. So again, we aren't going digital. We've been digital all along. Stop that. You make us look stupid. Stop saying we are. Now, if you've never been digital and you're like, hey, I've decided that I'm going to open my e-store and now I'm going to do this, chick, you got every right to say that. But quit making our company look backwards. We are not backwards. It's just that a lot of you just felt like you had to go knock on doors for the rest of your life. And if that's what you choose, again, isn't that boss life? We get to do whatever it is that we want to do, okay? Nobody's taking that away from you. Nobody's taking a brochure away from you. We are what we have. And by the way, business as usual. You work with what you have right now, okay? Stop worrying about what's coming and work towards your Mexico trip right now. That's what I would say to you, okay? So no matter what, you know Mama loves you. You know I do. Some of tail up on your shoulders right now because I said something you didn't like. Again, if you're taking it personal, you've thought way over here in the left field. There is nothing personal here, okay? Things that I've seen, things that I've read. And by the way, you can still do what you want to do because you're your own person and you are your own business owner. But you can't now say that you didn't know because Mama Molly, she done just told you, okay? So you know exactly how it's probably being looked at. And I just want you guys to know that you are smart enough. You are capable enough. And if you don't believe you are, then get away from the negative things that are letting you believe that you're not. Not everybody learns on the same level at the same pace, but it doesn't mean that you can't. Okay? So, love you to pieces again. I have got to get back to work for both of my jobs, okay? And by the way, there's a few of you out here right now who you're like, oh, business isn't as busy as I want it to be. I don't know if this is working. Yes, it will work. I want you to know that January is normally one of the slowest months ever in Avon history because, number one, if you like us, it's 11 degrees out there. Ain't nobody buying nothing. They ain't got the money right now. Don't forget that the government is furloughed right now. I know for me, I'm in Maryland, but it is affecting people right now. It is affecting sales. It is affecting how people spend or don't spend. It's affecting what they do outside of their normal realm, okay? So there are reasons for sales being slower than normal that normally don't affect us, and I think that's one of the big things. Weather has always affected us, like it or not, if we have hurricanes or snowstorms or whatever it is. Another good reason for click click, okay, can't believe we're calling it that, click click, Jesus take the wheel. But yeah, that's another reason to get to know more about that so you can communicate with people even through that. Furloughs for the government, a lot of government people all over the world, you know what I'm saying? It affects you. They're going to get paid again one day, but right now they're not, okay? So it's affecting. Just remember, it's going to pick up. Valentine's Day is coming. Things are going to get better. Don't give up on you or your business yet, okay? Just don't, because you are worth more than quitting something again. You are worth more. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to end on that note. See you later. Have a great rest of your week, okay? And I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.